You ever look at something you've been staring at for so long, you suddenly realize you stopped seeing it a long time ago?
We see you playing squash, playing tennis, playing the drums. And dude, you're looking fit as ever.
Well, thank you.
What gives? What's your beauty secret, Jon Hamm? What is it?
Clean living. That's all I can say. No, it's a lot harder to do anything at 50 than it was in your mid 30s, but I'm trying to keep it together.
Jon's character is also trying to keep it together in Your Friends and Neighbors. Think White Lotus meets Desperate Housewives. He's a fired hedge fund manager who turns to petty crime in a neighborhood full of secrets. If that wasn't complicated enough, he's dealing with his ex-wife, played by Peet, and new flame, Olivia Munn.
I need to feel sexy really damn soon, so I'm gonna give you a pass.
Well, I'll make it worth your while.
Damn right you will.
She's got this friends with benefits situation with none other than Mr. Jon Hamm.
I know.
What a tough gig.
And this the best guy.
Right?
He's just the best. I mean, I will say when I hadn't met him before working on this.
And then you have to be in very intimate situations with this guy, never having met.
With Don Draper?
Yeah.
And I was just so, he's so iconic and he's such a fantastic actor. And my husband had known him for a long time, so he was like, Jon is such a funny guy. He's a really cool guy. He's so easygoing, do not worry. But I just couldn't help but be so intimidated.
Yeah.
And he was really great because my first scene with him, it's the one where we're meeting at the country club and walking through the restaurant, and I remember it had been since like 2019 that I had acted. I had we had COVID, then I got pregnant, then I had postpartum, then I had cancer. So I was like, oh my God, can I even do this anymore? And I was really nervous.
Yeah.
So the first couple takes, I felt like I was rushing through it, and then he just took me aside. He's like, you got this. You can do this. You can do this. Just have fun. And his confidence in me was like, okay, I can do this. And then I had fun.
You recently said you got years to go in your cancer treatment.
Mm-hmm.
How are you feeling today? How are you doing?
Oh, thanks for asking. I'm doing good today. My medication has created more side effects for me than I anticipated. And I learned to not be so hard on myself with that, because I would meet other women who going through the same exact type of cancer, and some of them have like zero side effects and are doing great, and they have all this energy, and
So
it's different
like
for me.
lethargic,
Like for me, I get really lethargic, and I can get like body aches, and I can get the new one is horrible anxiety where I can't breathe.
Really?
And it's just more of a physical anxiety. It's not like a mental thing. So I'm constantly talking with my oncologist and trying to figure it out. And that's something that I feel good about talking about, because I know other people have to be going through this,
Right.
and especially in this world, like there is such a sisterhood of breast cancer survivors, and talking about it really honestly and openly, I know that it is reaching somebody else who's going through the same thing, and it's the thing that makes me feel the most at peace is the community that has surrounded me.
I like you.
Okay, great. I like you too.
We're
Okay,
fine.
good.
Girl, you've been busy over at Jenna and Friends?
Yes.
Did you enjoy that, putting your journalism degree to the test?
Thank you for bringing that up.
You're welcome.
I have so much fun on that show.
Yeah?
It is just a delight. It goes by so fast. Jenna is the best. It
She
is just
is.
the most fun.
Could you do something like that full time?
I don't know if it would fit in my schedule.
Yeah.
We have a busy life, but I have so much fun with them. I mean, I would do it as much as I could.
The mother of two is not slowing down anytime soon, because Your Friends and Neighbors is already renewed for a season 2, which starts shooting 3 days after season 1 premieres April 11th on Apple TV+.
These neighbors and these friends, everybody's hooking up with everybody. Is it really possible to be friendly
Have
with
that
your-
much sex?
I mean, I really like the idea that you can be living with someone or in a neighborhood with people and be very intimate with them, and then all of a sudden wake up and be like, wait, do I really know you?
Just like what people will do to get to the top of any kind of social dynamic, and how greed can really drive you to just do the most insane, corrupt things.
As a newly minted neighborhood thief, greed drives Jon to swipe high-end items, from $5 million in watches to all those Birkins. All the props were the real deal.
I'd been thinking. These houses have all this stuff no one would miss for a while, if ever.
It is that age-old tale of keeping up with the Joneses.
For sure, for sure.
You know, and we've got that, but how much could you personally relate to your character, Coop, and his, you know, seemingly trying to run after and chase after appearances for his peers?
It's funny because ideally, if you've lived a long enough life, you've established some kind of credibility and you've learned a few things along the way, and maybe you've acquired a lot of things along the way, which I have, and I'm very proud and felt like I've earned where I've landed in this existence. But I've also learned that, you know, you're not necessarily measured by how much stuff you have,
Right.
and to believe that that is the ultimate metric is a mistake. And I think that we have a lot of examples right now in the current culture of people who have acquired a lot of stuff that maybe haven't learned the lessons that go along with that.
Yeah.
But really what I think Jonathan, the writers, have done tremendously well is, you know, added another layer about kind of commenting on where we are as a society and as a culture right now, and what is it about kind of rampant commercialism and late stage capitalism that is broken in a lot of ways, and what does it really kind of say about us, and what does that mean? And I think, you know, encasing all of that in a fun, compelling mystery and a story makes the medicine go down a little easier sometimes too.
And I love to see this little nugget, a little Easter egg in here in one of the episodes. Your beautiful wife, Anna, whom you met on the series finale of Mad Men. She was a receptionist.
Yes, ma'am.
At the resort. So she is actually playing neighbor Maggie in this.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
How fun.
It's all keep it
very
all in the
full-
family.
Why
Yes.
not?
I know. Now I just got to get my dog in there somehow. But
I think you can work that in. But I mean, that's got to be a pretty cool full circle
It was
moment
great.
10 years later.
It was great, and yeah, she was happy to be a part of the show, and it's fun to have her on set, and you know, keeping it all in the family. It's really great.
This May will mark 10 years since the run of Mad Men. What a show.
Thank
That
you.
was a remarkable series. When you think back, I mean, does it feel like it's been 10 years since you wrapped up?
Honestly, no. You know, any of those kind of milestones, it was 20 years since we shot the pilot. That's bizarre to me. I don't feel like I'm 20 years older, but I clearly am. The calendar doesn't lie. But yeah, no, it doesn't feel like it's been 10 years, but it's been fun to be asked about, you know, retrospectives and looking back on it. It's also been fun to see that a whole new generation of kids, honestly, are discovering the show. A lot of my friends' kids are going to college now, or they're late teenagers and in their early 20s, and they're like, have you heard of this cool show, Mad Men? And all my friends are like, yeah.
Yeah, we know
We were
all
into
about
it.
it.